to keep his beloved daughter with him at all times. The father skinned her and stripped away her bones, then stuffed her into a specially made case, but taking her outside was sometimes troublesome. His daughter would leak all over the floor. World. Deep in the sunless depths of the abyss, Bondrewd built a hellish human processing factory. The children he lured in under the name of adoption eventually became raw materials in his hands. Their unnecessary limbs were cut away while they were still alive. Then their useless organs were hollowed out. Only the brain and spinal cord were left behind, the two parts needed to maintain the most basic signs of life. Then they were crudely wrapped in flesh and skin, and stuffed into specially made cases. This was the cartridge Bondrewd invented to resist the curse. But these children, transformed beyond recognition, never lost consciousness. They could only survive in endless darkness and pain, until their father used them as consumables, throwing them out to take the abyss's curse in his place. Only then could they finally be released. So when Rico and the others entered Bondrewd's territory, his eyes immediately fell on Reg. This robot, clearly forged from steel, somehow possessed emotions just like a human. In Bondrewd's eyes, he was a priceless treasure gifted by the abyss itself. He was the legendary relic of the netherworld that could overturn everything. That very night, while the three of them were staying there, Reg was quietly dragged into the laboratory. No matter how he struggled and screamed, those expressionless subordinates did not react at all. A cold laser easily sliced off one of Reg's arms. They were even preparing to collect his bodily fluids, and cut open his torso to study his That severed arm was left forever in that cold room. Nanachi knew Bondrewd's methods all too well. She herself was a successful product who had crawled out of that hell. She knew he would never let them go so easily. So Nanachi and her friends came up with a plan. They lured Bondrewd toward the nearby nest of the abyss's most ferocious predator. By the time Bondrewd fought his way out of the nest, he had no strength left. Reg and Rico seized the chance and attacked together, finally landing a fatal blow on Bondrewd. But Bondrewd, lying on the ground, showed no fear of death on his face. Instead, he wore an almost fanatical look of admiration. He smiled as he breathed his last. Just when everyone thought it was over, one of his subordinates picked up the mask he had dropped. The moment he put it on, after everything they had done, had they only defeated a shadow? The new Bondrewd gave no explanation. He simply left Nanachi with one sentence. He told her to stay behind and become his assistant. Then he turned and left. He was not afraid of them escaping at all. Rico desperately sorted through every clue in her mind. The mask was probably only a symbol, used to strengthen the concept of Bondrewd. The true core was that soul slave machine. But she still had one huge question. A white whistle should clearly be bound to the soul of its owner. So why could Bondrewd's subordinates use his white whistle too? Later, while accompanying Nanachi and pretending to surrender, she finally could not hold back and asked the question. Bondrewd, already confident in his victory, rarely showed generosity and told Rico the truth. The essence of a white whistle is a person. In the end, the whistle is refined from their remains. Only at this moment did Rico truly understand. This man's madness had never been aimed only at others. He had never intended to spare even himself. Now they had bought enough time. Fully charged, Reg descended from the sky, wrapped in blazing flames. But the way Bondrewd looked at Reg was still like the gaze of someone staring at a dream collectible. The intense heat instantly swept through the entire base, turning the place into scorched earth.